Welcome to ReneEnergy.com on YouTube, the hub for all things renewable energy and sustainability. Our channel is dedicated to bringing you the latest innovations and insights in green energy, including cutting-edge developments like green hydrogen. Whether you're a sustainability veteran or just beginning your journey, we have something for everyone. Join us on this channel to explore inspiring projects for a sustainable tomorrow. We bring you the latest in renewable energy, sustainability, and cutting-edge technologies. And don't forget, for more in-depth information and resources, visit our website and subscribe to our newsletter for the latest updates and exclusive content.
Few industries are undergoing as dramatic a transformation as the energy sector. Oil and gas once powered everything from industrial furnaces to long-haul trucking. But as the world races to meet net zero commitments, the spotlight is shifting toward cleaner molecules. Among these alternatives, green hydrogen stands out because it can replace fossil fuels in hard-to-decarbonize sectors. A 2024 international report on the hydrogen sector calls green hydrogen the petroleum of tomorrow, emphasizing that it is a flexible energy carrier indispensable for the energy transition. Unlike gray hydrogen derived from natural gas, green hydrogen is produced by splitting water using renewable electricity, yielding no direct carbon emissions. The same report notes that hydrogen is gaining momentum across heavy goods vehicles, mining, rail, and aviation, signaling that the clean molecule economy touches almost every corner of transport and industry. Against this backdrop, investors and corporate strategists are scrambling to identify the most promising players in the hydrogen value chain. Many startups tout novel electrolysis systems. Established conglomerates tout their balance sheets. Yet few companies successfully marry cutting-edge technology, market timing, operational scale, and geographic reach. This is where your smart deal sourcing algorithm comes in. By scoring companies on technology, timing, team, and geography, the tool filters hundreds of data points to highlight those firms positioned to lead the hydrogen revolution. At the top of the list, with an overall investment score of 78, sits Accelera by Cummins. Accelera was formed in 2022 as the zero-emissions business segment of Cummins Inc., a century-old engine maker. In just a few years, it has emerged as a global leader in proton exchange membrane (PEM) electrolyzer technology, securing multi-megawatt orders, ramping up domestic manufacturing, and deploying hundreds of units worldwide. The following narrative explains why Accelera deserves its #1 ranking, weaving together macro-market context with specific achievements across each scoring dimension. Before diving into Accelera's metrics, it is worth understanding why hydrogen matters. The International Green Hydrogen Report argues that hydrogen is essential because it enables deep decarbonization beyond what can be achieved with electricity alone. Green hydrogen opens new markets across the entire value chain: technologies, generation, storage, infrastructure, logistics, and quality control. The report emphasizes that the gas can reduce emissions in heavy goods vehicles, mining, rail, and aviation, areas where batteries face weight or range limitations. Hydrogen can also store excess renewable energy for days or weeks, balancing grids and making wind and solar more dispatchable. These qualities have driven governments around the world to pour billions into hydrogen. The United States Inflation Reduction Act, IRA, and Bipartisan Infrastructure Law, BIL, introduced generous tax credits and grants for clean hydrogen production, while the European Union's Refuel EU aviation rules will require fuel suppliers to blend a minimum share of sustainable aviation fuel, including hydrogen-derived fuels, ramping up each year from 2025 to 2050. Meanwhile, the EU's €800 million hydrogen bank auction and the UK's hydrogen allocation round signal long-term policy support. The result is a pipeline of multi-gigawatt projects across every continent. But not all companies can deliver the scale and reliability needed for these mega projects. To succeed, electrolyzer manufacturers must combine technical prowess, manufacturing expertise, strong balance sheets, and a global footprint. This is where Accelera excels. Your algorithm assigns Accelera a technology score of 91/100ths, the highest in the ranking. This is because the company is not a startup tinkering in a lab. It is the decarbonization arm of Cummins, a power technology giant with a century of engineering experience. Through its HyLYZER registered trademark product line, Accelera offers PEM electrolysers ranging from 1.25 MW modular stacks up to 200 MW systems. A May 2025 tour of Cummins' Minnesota factory revealed that Accelera manufactures the HyLYZER 500, which produces 1 ton of hydrogen per day, and the HyLYZER 1000, which uses a 2.5 MW PEM stack. The company is developing a HyLYZER XL platform for 100-200 MW deployments, signaling readiness for gigawatt-scale projects. Importantly, the heart of these electrolysers is a stack comprising 412 layers, a level of engineering sophistication that few competitors have achieved. Accelera also supplies alkaline electrolysers and offers a suite of complementary products. According to an energy tech feature about its Fridley factory, Accelera's portfolio encompasses hydrogen-powered fuel cells, battery systems, and electrified drive trains for heavy-duty trucks, buses, and trains. This integration allows the company to sell not just hydrogen generators, but complete power solutions, de-risking projects for customers. By pairing its electrolysers with fuel cells and battery systems, Accelera can deliver end-to-end decarbonization, from hydrogen production to consumption in vehicles or stationary power. The technology is already proven at scale. Accelera has more than 600 electrolyser systems installed worldwide, and the company has deployed multi-megawatt systems in Canada and Florida, 20 MW and 25 MW respectively. These references give confidence to new buyers contemplating 100-megawatt plants. In the algorithm scoring model, technology leadership includes both product performance and field track record. Accelera's high score reflects its ability to deliver efficient modular PEM systems at scale and to support them with an integrated equipment portfolio. Technology alone does not guarantee success. A company must also launch at the right time. The Smart Deal sourcing algorithm assigns Accelera a timing score of 81/100ths because the firm has seized favorable policy conditions and market momentum. In 2022, the U.S. Congress passed the Inflation Reduction Act, IRA, offering a production tax credit of up to $3 per kilogram for clean hydrogen. The bipartisan infrastructure law added $8 billion for regional hydrogen hubs. These incentives catalyzed project announcements across North America. Accelera capitalized immediately. Within months, it booked orders totaling nearly 300 MW of electrolysers for North American projects. The Energy Tech article notes that these orders, expected to be commissioned by 2026, will produce about 150 tons of hydrogen per day, enough to fuel thousands of fuel cell trucks or supply industrial feedstock. The article attributes the surge to the IRA and BIL, emphasizing that these policies created a gold rush for electrolyser capacity. Accelera's timing advantage is not confined to the United States. In Europe, the company is supplying a 100 MW PEM system for BP's Lingen green hydrogen project in Germany. The Business Wire release described it as the largest project of its kind, using 20 HyLYZER 1000 units to produce up to 11,000 tons of green hydrogen per year. This contract, signed after the European Union launched its hydrogen bank auction, positions Accelera at the forefront of Europe's hydrogen build-out. Elsewhere, the company is partnering with Indian state-owned enterprises and private developers to supply 10 MW to 25 MW PEM systems, taking advantage of India's national green hydrogen mission. Critically, Accelera is scaling manufacturing capacity just as orders ramp up. Its Minnesota plant, opened in 2023, allocates 89,000 square feet of an existing Cummins facility to electrolyser production. The facility has an initial capacity of 500 MW per year and plans to scale to 1 gigawatt. This timing aligns with a market that is transitioning from pilot projects to standardized megawatt-scale deployments. During a tour of the plant, Alex Savelli, the global commerce leader for electrolysers, noted that sales accelerated in 2023 and that Accelera is moving from pilot projects to standardized sizes thanks to the IRA. In sum, the company's high timing score reflects its ability to anticipate demand, secure large orders, and ramp up manufacturing before competitors can. Successful mega projects require more than good technology and market timing. They demand execution. The algorithm gives Accelera a team score of 65/100ths, recognizing its robust yet evolving human capital. Accelera benefits from Cummins' 100-plus-year engineering pedigree, global supply chain, and financial strength. The Fresh Energy article recounts that Cummins' Fridley facility spans 1.1 million square feet and that the parent company generated $34.1 billion in revenue in 2024. This scale allows Accelera to draw on tens of thousands of Cummins employees worldwide, from materials scientists to manufacturing engineers. Cummins runs 2 full shifts and a lighter third shift, indicating a workforce accustomed to high-volume production. Within Accelera, leadership includes both hydrogen veterans and external experts. Alex Savelli, mentioned earlier, serves as the global commerce leader for electrolysers. The team's Destination Zero strategy, summarized during the plant tour, articulates a mission rooted in making people's lives better by powering a more prosperous world. The company has dedicated roughly 200 employees to electrolyzer production at Fridley and plans to add 100 new jobs. Meanwhile, Accelera's global network includes engineers in Spain, Canada, and India who specialize in PM and alkaline technology. The 65/100th score reflects both strengths and areas for growth. Accelera is still a young division, founded in 2022, and is expanding its hydrogen talent pool. Its tie to Cummins ensures operational excellence, but it must continue to recruit hydrogen specialists to meet rapid demand. Nevertheless, the combination of seasoned leadership, global manufacturing workers, and Cummins corporate support gives investors confidence that projects will be delivered on time and on budget. Geography influences risk. A firm focused solely on one region faces political and supply chain vulnerabilities. A global footprint hedges those risks and opens multiple revenue streams. Your algorithm assigns Accelera a geography score of 70/100ths, recognizing its balanced presence. The company is headquartered in the United States and anchors its domestic production in Minnesota. It has also built a major electrolyzer plant in Guadalajara, Spain, which will supply Europe's fast-growing hydrogen market. While the Spain plant article is not directly accessible, the broader context is that the EU's hydrogen strategy aims to produce 10 million tons of renewable hydrogen domestically and import another 10 million tons by 2030. Accelera's European manufacturing hub positions it to serve this market while hedging against U.S. policy changes. In Asia, Accelera has pursued partnerships with companies in India and China. Although details of those deals are not available in accessible sources, the company's integrated fuel cell and powertrain products are already operating in buses and trucks across China. Meanwhile, India's National Green Hydrogen Mission, one of the world's largest, provides opportunities for 10 MW to 25 MW systems. The international report mentioned earlier notes that hydrogen will be crucial for decarbonizing heavy goods vehicles, mining, rail, and aviation. These sectors are distributed globally, so suppliers must operate across continents. Accelera's presence in North America, Europe, and Asia, and its ability to navigate regulatory regimes, justifies the strong geography score. The algorithm also considers the concentration of customers and the availability of renewable electricity near production sites. By locating plants in Minnesota, near wind and solar resources, and Spain, near solar and wind farms in Castilla-La Mancha, Accelera ensures its electrolysers can be powered by clean electricity, producing genuinely green hydrogen. A high investment score requires evidence that customers trust the technology. Accelera's portfolio includes several headline projects. The 100 MW system for BP's Lingen green hydrogen project is the most prominent. The project will utilize 20 HyLYZER 1000 units, each a 5 MW PEM module, and will produce up to 11,000 tons of green hydrogen per year, enough to feed a refinery or supply heavy trucks. This contract not only validates the 5 MW module, but also positions Accelera as a supplier to oil majors transitioning to green fuels. Other deployments include the 20 MW facility in Bécancour, Quebec, which was one of the largest PM electrolyzer installations when commissioned, a 25 MW system in Florida, and multiple 10 MW units sold to projects in India. The Fresh Energy article notes that until 2023, electrolyzer manufacturing was largely overseas, and the Fridley plant is the first site in the United States to build electrolyzers. This domestic capability gives U.S. developers an onshore supplier, reducing supply chain risk. It also qualifies projects for domestic content bonuses under the IRA. Additionally, Accelera is working with fuel cell vehicle partners. The Energy Tech article mentions a deal with Tata Motors to develop hydrogen-powered fuel cell trucks and buses. Cummins' broader electrified systems business supplies e-axles and batteries to transit operators worldwide. Taken together, these projects demonstrate that Accelera's technology is not hypothetical. It is operating in real-world conditions across multiple sectors and continents. A recurring risk in hydrogen is that companies overpromise and underdeliver on manufacturing. Accelera avoids this trap by leveraging Cummins' production discipline. At the Fridley facility, 89,000 square feet are dedicated to electrolyzer manufacturing. The plant will add 100 new jobs and can produce 500 MW of electrolyzers per year, scaling to 1 gigawatt. These numbers are not theoretical. They are supported by Cummins' history of producing millions of diesel engines. The Fresh Energy article notes that the plant is part of a 1.1 million square foot campus, where Cummins also builds generators and other equipment, employing 2 full shifts and a partial third shift. The same article reports that Cummins devoted 90,000 square feet to the electrolyzer business about 2 years ago, meaning they repurposed existing space rather than waiting for a greenfield site. This agility allowed Accelera to start production quickly, meeting early demand while planning expansions. Importantly, Accelera has mirrored this model in Europe. The company's Spanish plant is expected to produce hundreds of megawatts per year and to scale beyond 1 gigawatt. By diversifying manufacturing, Accelera can deliver to customers even if supply chain disruptions hit one region. Its ability to execute large orders is central to the algorithm's technology and timing scores. In addition to commercial projects, Accelera positions itself as a thought leader in hydrogen policy. The Fresh Energy article describes how company executives hosted Minnesota's Governor's Advisory Council on climate change for a factory tour. During the tour, members learned how electrolyzers operate and the role of hydrogen in decarbonization. This outreach indicates that Accelera is shaping policy conversations, not merely responding to them. Moreover, the company's Destination Zero mission underscores a commitment to climate leadership. Policy alignment matters because government incentives are critical for early hydrogen projects. The International Green Hydrogen Report highlights that subsidies, standards, and infrastructure are necessary for a viable hydrogen market. Accelera's engagement with regulators and policymakers ensures that its technology qualifies for grants and tax credits while meeting evolving standards. Having examined each dimension, we can synthesize why Accelera's investment score of 78 places it at the top of your smart deal sourcing algorithm. First, the technology score, 9100ths, reflects a proven, scalable PEM platform capable of delivering from 1.25 MW modular units to 200 MW systems, plus a complementary portfolio of fuel cells and batteries. The timing score, 8100ths, recognizes that the company launched when unprecedented policy incentives and market demand converged, securing nearly 300 MW of orders in North America alone. The team score, 65 100ths, acknowledges the strength of Cummins' workforce and leadership, while noting the relative youth of the hydrogen division. The geography score, 70 100ths, rewards Accelera's balanced presence across North America, Europe, and Asia, and its ability to supply projects in multiple jurisdictions, hedging regional risks. Together, these factors yield a high overall score, but numbers only tell part of the story. Accelera's narrative resonates because it encapsulates the transition from fossil fuels to a clean energy future. The company harnesses Cummins' century-old engineering heritage to deliver next-generation electrolyzers and fuel cell systems. It is scaling manufacturing at the exact moment when developers need hundreds of megawatts of electrolyzer capacity. Its orders span continents, demonstrating global relevance. And its mission, making people's lives better by powering a more prosperous world, connects economic opportunity to climate action. As the energy transition accelerates, capital will increasingly flow to companies that combine innovation, scale, market timing, and execution. Green hydrogen is poised to become the petroleum of tomorrow, and demand from heavy transport, industry, and aviation is growing. Yet not every player will survive the scaling race. Your smart deal sourcing algorithm filters through the noise to identify those firms best positioned to lead. Accelera by Cummins emerges at the top because it delivers on all fronts. Cutting-edge PEM technology, massive manufacturing capacity, early mover advantage in major markets, and the backing of a global industrial powerhouse. From a marketing perspective, these attributes translate into a powerful story for potential customers and investors. You can promote Accelera as the company that built the first domestic electrolyzer plant in the United States, that has more than 600 systems already deployed, and that is supplying one of the world's largest PEM installations for BP's Lingen project. You can highlight that its HyLYZER 500 produces 1 ton of hydrogen per day, while the HyLYZER 1000 and upcoming XL platform scale to hundreds of megawatts. You can emphasize that orders driven by the IRA and BIL total nearly 300 MW and will generate roughly 150 tons of hydrogen per day. And you can underscore that these achievements are underpinned by Cummins' $34 billion revenue base and century-long engineering pedigree. In summary, Accelera's top ranking is not a coincidence but the result of strategic foresight and execution. The company stands at the intersection of technology innovation and policy momentum, offering investors a vehicle to participate in the rapidly growing green hydrogen economy. As the world races to replace fossil fuels, Accelera is poised to remain a leader, and your smart deal sourcing algorithm has recognized this early. Unlock deeper insights into Accelera and other high-potential hydrogen companies by exploring our smart deal sourcing algorithm on H2 Hub, reshaping.com. Sign up today for a free trial and see how our data-driven tools can help you identify the best opportunities in the burgeoning green hydrogen market.
Thanks for tuning into the reshaping.com YouTube channel. We trust you found this episode enlightening and motivating. There's a world of innovation and opportunity in sustainable energy, and we're delighted to share this journey with you. Stay in the loop with the latest on renewable energy and sustainability by visiting our website and subscribing to our newsletter. Your support is immensely appreciated, it's truly invaluable to us. Don't miss our next video on new trends in renewable energy. Follow us on social media for the latest updates. Enjoyed the video? Like, subscribe, and share for more green insights. Thanks for watching.